What is happening, everybody? Hope you're having an awesome day. Today's episode is we're going to talk about the good interview with Roger Steele on Range Talks. It was just released a few days ago. And there's been some buzz about what's been said and what Garrett has said about Grant and Micah in that. We're going to dive into it. But first, today's episode is brought to you by Shady Mile Whiskey. I'll leave a link in the video description below. This is the rye version, got a wheat as well. They make a number of different types of whiskeys here. Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Now, a lot of people gave me kind of a hard time last time because when I put it on ice, they're like, oh, how dare you? I'm like, I don't know. Look, I'm not the biggest connoisseur on the planet. And then people are like, you said something. Yeah. Anyways, and when I said it tasted like high school, that was a compliment. I wasn't like knocking it, and because it reminded me of like whiskey, which it is. And so, anyways, Shady Mile. This is the rye version, and I guess you're supposed to do it just like this, and. That smells okay. It smells different like this than it did on ice. I will be honest. All right, but I didn't really properly. I watched some YouTube videos on how to properly taste a whiskey. So I don't even know if I want to taste it. It just smells. It smells really good. All right. So Shady Mile, link below. They have a number of different types of whiskeys and things that you can sink your teeth into. But we'll give it a little taste here. The proper way. I'm just trying to do this the right way, which they say stick your nose in, but they said don't get it wet. Don't go that deep. So, and then you want if you open your mouth a little bit while you sniff it, it gets down into your I forgot what it's called. It's got a weird name for some like palate back there, but oh yeah, okay. Ooh, and then taste it. That tastes, okay. You're right. You guys are right. Taste it just like this. Icing it down it has a different flavor when you do that. But a lot of tasters would water it down, like the pro guys I was watching. They put water in there. And it's supposed to open it up more. So I didn't do that, but I'm just sniffing it and giving it a little taste. Wow. It's better the second time. All right. Shady Mile. If you want me to taste your, if you want to sponsor an episode, send your whiskey my direction. We'll get it on here if it's good. It's pretty good. All right. So thank you guys. Give me a check out. Link below. Okay. So this is interesting stuff. Roger Steele. Love that guy, by the way. He's got a great vibe, great energy to what he's doing there with Callaway, and love it. So here's the deal. He talked with Garrett. He asked them about, the guys who have left the boy band is what he called it, which we've definitely called it that before. So here's a clip of what they said.
Y'all done had some drama in some of y'all relationships as well, dog. You know what I mean? And I ain't gonna ask y'all to get too deep into that, but like talk to me about, for a lot of people that are thinking about teaming up, there may come a point in time where it's like, hey man, like this ain't really working out the way I wanted it to. We might need to. But talk to me how you handle something like that, because that's like a maturity thing that you have to go through, because everybody gonna split up at some point in time. But it's like, how do y'all handle that? How do y'all process that from a relationship dynamic?
I mean, regardless of whatever comes your way, trials or tribulation, the sun's still gonna come up the next day and you gotta go out and do your thing. That's how we looked at it. We were gonna carry on regardless of what it was, because it's bigger than any individual here now. The brand is good. Like this business we've created, we absolutely love it, and we're gonna carry that on regardless of whatever goes on.
What's the root cause of these fallouts though, bro? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about that. Give me some, what is it, bro?
I think...
Somebody tell me some real stuff, dog. My viewership depends on this.
Yeah. It's obviously case by case with Micah and Grant. I think that they grew with Good and decided to do it on their own. And that's okay. They parted ways to do their own thing, and I think that they wanted 100% of everything they do. And I get it. I get it to an extent. Like, Good is a week out of a month of a commitment, which I guess I can see that can be hard for guys like Grant and Micah. And maybe, again, like, that's just what I see. I think it's just that they want to do 100% of their own thing. And, they're doing their thing. We're doing our thing.
Okay, beautiful. You get the idea. Here's what's interesting. Typically, what I would do is this. I would break this down about what Garrett said, is what I normally would do. And I would pick it apart because Garrett is very, very cautious and careful and specific about the words he used. And under just normal circumstances, we can dive into that and say, this is why he said what he said. However, I'm not necessarily going to do that, and here's why. This interview was done, I listened to the whole thing, and it was obviously done months ago. This wasn't yesterday. This wasn't last. This was pre-announcement of the Good Championships, which are happening next week. So this came way before they even announced that. As a matter of fact, Garrett in the interview is asking Matt Kendrick, who was off camera, if he could say these things. And, he was giving him the nod like, yeah, go ahead. They were just then announcing this news. So that's when this took place. And you could tell they're in Texas. It's cold. So it was a months ago. And what's happened over the course of the last few months has, I believe, in my opinion, dramatically changed what would be said today if Garrett were asked that same question today. And here's why. In a number of videos or posts and things like that, Garrett has made comments on Grant's stories, his Instagram, things like, or he's like them, that kind of thing. So what's going on is they're having communication. Garrett has even said he's spoken with him. And so they are, in my opinion, they're on good terms. They're on much better terms now than when, let's say, this interview took place. And so I don't think this, and so Garrett was very smart with how he answered it, because he didn't really say anything negative or bad. He's such a pretty classy stand-up guy. He's not going to do that. Nobody has really done that to each other. There's been no bad blood. There's been nothing other than they left. They want their own thing, and then that's it. No real, let's say, bad vibes going one direction or the other. And that's good because you never know what the future holds. I believe, and I've got a very strong belief that they are on very, very good terms. And I do believe that you will see a collaboration at some point. Now, I don't know, we were all hoping that Grant would play in the Good Championships. And to be honest with you, I really thought he was going to be the last player announced. That was what I was just waiting to get the green light, the thumbs up that he is the guy to get it out there. But that didn't happen. And we announced a different final player. So I thought for the longest time it was going to be Grant. But apparently Grant has a scheduling conflict is what has been going around. He's got something else in his schedule. Now, whether or not that's true, I mean, who knows? Only Grant really knows. But I think that because they're on good terms and they really have a good relationship currently, I don't think Grant's going to lie about his he can't make it when I can't make it. I think he He obviously hasn't said what he's doing. That will come out very shortly, and we'll all know what he was doing. My suspicion is it has something to do with his sponsor commitments, either with TaylorMade or somebody else that he has a sponsorship commitment with, that he's already agreed to before he even knew about the Good Championship. That's my theory. And then we know Micah never sent in an application. He never applied, so I don't think Micah has the same relationship with Good as Grant does. I think we'll see Grant collaborate much sooner than we will see Micah, if we'll ever see Micah collaborate at all with him. We don't know. But it would be exciting. But as far as the interview here with Roger Steele, which was awesome, by the way, and you should go listen to that because it's a great time. It's a great interview with Good, and you really get a lot of great nuggets out of it. It's a fun, entertaining watch. And Roger Steele, he's just a cool dude and does a really great job with him. So be sure to watch that and check it out. But keep in mind that it was months ago. So there's no breaking news here other than the fact that, hey, let's not, get too carried away here because this was a while back is what it was. But what's coming up is the Good Championship. And that's starting in 1 week from today. We have the initial qualifying round. Those are exciting because it's 1 round, 18-hole shootout. Top 12 make it to the championship where each person will earn some money. And the first place winner will receive $50,000 in the first ever Good Championship, the inaugural. And I'll be there. I'll be on site. Nobody's going to be able to report anything. It's not going to be live streamed. It's going to be recorded. They're going to make a huge video, and they're going to get it out as soon as possible. But they're going to have, they've got a number. It's going to be a nightmare. Not a nightmare, but it's going to take some time to gather all the footage and edit it together into an amazing, obviously, internet-breaking video. And it's going to be exciting. I'm looking forward to it. We're going to have a great time. Go through the list. Who do you think is going to win? And do you think any of the influencer content creators in the tournament, are any of them going to qualify for the top 12? I would say no. I don't think so. Maybe one of them. Maybe one guy will do it, and I'm going to be the starter. So I'm going to start them all off, and then I'm going to record that, get that video. I can get that video out pretty quick, and I will pick who I think will be in the top 12. I'm going to have my top 12. I'm going to kind of scout them at the range, and as they tee off on one, and then I'll go around and watch them a bit, and I'm going to try to guess based on their initial opening tee shot if they're going to be in the 12 or out of the 12. It should be pretty fun. So can't wait. Looking forward to it. Thanks for listening. Shady Mile. Give me a check out. Thanks for listening. See you guys soon.